We'll be back with him a little bit later. JD Sports, which owns the Blacks and Millets outdoor stores, says the last year has been a good one. Steph's got the details. Good morning.
Yes, morning to you both. Good news from JD Sports this morning. The sports fashion retailer said profits were up 5% in the last year to £58 million. Now, this, of course, is a business which owns a number of high street names, JD Sports, Banks, Scott's, but it also bought up the Blacks and Millet chains when they went into administration 2 years ago. And today the company says that those outdoor bits of the business have now broken even too. We can talk now to Peter Cowgill, who is the executive chairman of JD Sports. Good morning to you, Peter.
Good morning.
You've got lots of different chains. Which bit of the business is doing the best for you at the moment?
The core sports chain is by far the dominant part of the group, and this has continued to progress extremely well.
What about the Millets and Blacks side? You've had a bit of trouble with them, kind of getting them out of administration. Do you regret buying them?
No, we're moving those forward very nicely. First of all, we had to move it into the northwest, into our headquarters. But from here on in, we've started gradual improvement in both chains.
There's been a lot of controversy, Peter, about the price of the England football shirts being around £90. What's your take on this as a retailer, and are you managing to sell many of them?
Yeah, we're selling a lot. It's been exaggerated, really. The price that's been quoted is for the actual genuine shirt that the England players are wearing, but the replica kit is far more appropriately priced. I think we're retailing at £55 or something like that.
And how quickly do you slash prices when England, dare I say, might get kicked out of the World Cup?
Well, the goods do become more perishable. I think that's very noticeable.
OK, and the other thing we're talking about this morning is about how the economy is starting to pick up with wages starting to increase. Are you managing to pay your workers more yet?
Yeah, we keep abreast of both inflation, minimum wage in all parts of the business.
So are your pay increases going to be higher than inflation this year, do you think?
Well, we have to see how that goes, but we'll be looking at the economic trends.
OK, Peter, thank you very much for your time this morning. That's Peter Cowgill there, boss of JD Sports.
Only 2 months to go. Have you got your replica shirt yet?
No. Not yet. I might wait until they go down in price. I shouldn't say that.
Goods.
That's bad form to say, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
That's not the way to sell them. All right.
No.
Steph, thanks very much.
Thank you. Still to come this morning, the hunt to find Britain's best gardener.
Debenhams, the department store chain, has admitted it's had a tough few months. With that and the rest of the business news, here's Steph.
Yes, morning to you both. Got mixed news this morning for you from the retailers. Good morning. Yes, Debenhams said their profits have fallen by a quarter for the 6 months to March. This is despite sales increasing slightly. The clothing chain says it's been a tough time for them because of intense promotions around Christmas, and also the fact that they are behind some of their competitors when it comes to offering customers different and easy ways to buy their clothes and products. Now, we're expecting to hear this morning that on average prices for shopping and bills aren't going up as fast as they were. At the same time, wages are expected to rise, and analysts are predicting that soon pay will go up faster than inflation for the first time since 2009. And another bit of retail news for you. Sportswear chain JD Sports, which also owns the Blacks and Millet stores, says profits in the last year were up 5% to £58 million. Now, the boss also told me this morning that despite the controversy around the England football shirt prices, sales were doing well. But of course, he did also point out if they get kicked out of the World Cup, the goods do become more perishable. So their sales are very much dependent on how we do. No pressure there then, lads.
Of course they are. Thank you very much. Thanks, Steph.
A robot submarine sent to search for the missing Malaysia Airlines plane has had to cut short its first mission in the Indian Ocean.
Authorities say the Bluefin 21 went deeper than its limit of almost 3 miles. Phil Mercer reports from Perth.